Good evening, council members and mayor. I stand before you today in solidarity with the End Police Brutality movement and the Voice of Youth movement, but I'm here speaking only for myself, my wife, and my 9-month-old son. I stand before you as an educated black man with an honors degree in the field of political science. I stand before you collectively as an ally, associate, brother, friend, and sometimes mentee. I stand as a supporter of each and every one of your campaigns and subsequent initiatives that have come along since. With that being said, I have no more faith in the political, capitalistic, and justice systems here in the United States of America. I understand there's both an historical and global agenda to miseducate and disinform all people, as well as a global agenda to commit genocide against black people here in America and the overall African diaspora, while imprisoning all those not deemed fit to live within or who refuse to bow down to that global elitist agenda. I understand all politics begin at the local level, and the militarization of all United States police forces against the citizens of the communities they are charged to serve and protect is being carried out in accordance to that global agenda. I stand here today with the desire for freedom. I stand here today with no more desire to strive for greatness within a system dominated by white supremacist views that have been designed to destroy me and not build me up. I stand here with no more desire to continue to beg, plead, march, and work for just a seat at the table. I stand demanding an opportunity to build my own table without fear of violence and retribution for undertaking such a monumental task. I realize my dreams are large. My vision reaches beyond the stars. Although it may not be something that is accomplished during my lifetime, I must take a stand for freedom and speak what's in my heart. I want sustainable and health-conscious livable conditions along with a viable future for my son in which he can be properly educated with true and factual world and cultural history. I want for my son to not have to eat chemically created and genetically modified foods which ultimately lead to more disease, dependence on pharmaceutical drugs, and ultimately death. Instituting more accountability within the police force will be a monumental step in that direction. Building collaboration and trust with the police force and citizens will provide opportunities to ensure we remain a free people moving forward. Changing the way police are trained and the psychological conditions under which they are trained will allow for trust to be built. We don't need more laws or new policies except those that correct the mistakes of yesterday. We need more right knowledge, understanding, and compassion. This can be done, and we can be the first city to do it. I do not pretend to have all knowledge or all solutions. However, I do know that revolution and change starts in the subconscious and consciousness of the mind. Change starts with each individual taking responsibility and accountability for themselves, which ultimately improves the conditions for those around them. If we can collectively awaken the sleeping consciousness of our community, we can all create the space and atmosphere to live the lives we desire without infringing on the basic human rights of one another.
Chris, can we get your final thought?
Yes, this is closing. Okay. In closing, with all due respect, my only request is that along with the rest of the world, you, us, we, wake up and be the change we have all been waiting for.
Chris. First of all, breaking the rule for clapping on him, that was cool. That was all right. So, secondly, can we get a copy of your comments at some point?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's all. Sure. All right, hold on. Let me give you a card. All right, thanks, man. That's it. All right.